Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft here with another audio commentary. And this is going to be another 3-on-3. Sorry about the lack of one-on-ones again. I have been able to locate where my replays are being stored, but they only keep the last 25 replays, and I've been playing quite a bit of team games lately. So unfortunately, the last one-on-one I uploaded was the last I had. So hopefully I can tide you guys over until the game is released with a couple of these 3v3s. In 3v3 games, I have these phases that I go through with different races where I like to do different strategies. Like with Protoss, I went through a mothership slash carrier rush where I'd like get a mothership and then I would just bring her all the way around here and recall into an enemy's base with tons of zealots as well, just because they're so cheap. And then I had a phase where I went mass sentries, and now with Terran, I've gone through another phase, and it's quite the fun little build, and you're going to see that here in a second. Is it viable in good 3-on-3 games or non-3-on-3 games? Probably not. Maybe against Protoss players, but we'll see it here in a second. We've got Psy, the Terran in the top left, Iris, the Zerg, and Briar, the Zerg, who is who is going 10 hatchery just because he knows I hate it. It's a pointless build. There's no reason to go it. A queen is much faster and produces more larvae, but to 10 hatchery nonetheless in his base, so quite the funny build by Briar. I hate you, Briar. Preventra, the blue toss, Azdanar, the teal Terran, and Kazter, the red Zerg, in the bottom right on Akaran Citadel. Got something in my throat, apparently. So here we go. Barracks finishing, gas on the way. Nothing too strange except for this ridiculous 10 pull. 10 pull into a gas which you're not gonna mine from. Well played, Briar. Uh-oh. Forge first. There it is. We're getting a cannon here. Preventer is deciding to cannon us all three out. Are we seeing some Ling speed? We probably will from him at 100. We might see some Lings with some cannon support here. Barracks going up on the top for some reason. Oh, this is kind of cool. He's rallying his Marines to the rocks to destroy them. That's a pretty neat trick. Not sure why he just didn't build down here and do it. Perhaps because the Marines are closer and the rocks would die faster, but he's already expanding, so this is pretty cool as well. Orbital command is up. Oh, he didn't get a mule. He got a supply depot, so maybe that's the only questionable play I'd see. Mules are just so good early on for that extra 300 or so minerals. And I've got a tech lab. Most importantly, I've got a ghost academy. Oh yeah, it's going to be awesome. More cannons going down. Problem with cannoning Zerg, though, is one, the creep kind of prevents you from getting too close. And two, with any race really, they can just build like one spine crawler anywhere they want. If they build a spine crawler here and you try to build a cannon up here, uproot, move it over here, kill it. And you can really do that with any race. Like for example, if he tries to creep up along here, I can just build a bunker protecting all my buildings. It is salvageable, and it's just not going to be any problem at all. This command center has almost finished. Second barracks going to go down. It's really tough to fund ghosts off of one base though, so I actually did get one killed. I ran him up here not knowing the cannons were there. It's going to bust down the rocks, but not going to happen, Psy. I'm sorry. Couple Lings going out to scout. There's that Ling speed I was hoping for. And I have to warn you guys, there is a little bit of smack talk this game. I don't really do much myself, but Briar is a huge fan of it, and Iris is actually a pretty good sport. He'll only talk if the other team is talking, or if they try something ridiculous like cannons, but it's not ever justified to talk smack. But, you know, it does happen in games. Sometimes it can be fun, sometimes it's spiteful, but it's something you have to deal with, so I'm just preparing you guys for that. I don't expect any completely bitter comments, but, well, actually, I do expect that. This is kind of a neat trick. His creep is already pretty far, but putting this creep doing here is going to extend it just a little bit more, so he can't build any more cannons. That's a pretty cool trick. Not a customary trick that you would see from Iris, so I like the heads-up play right there with that creep tumor. Needs to use these larvae. Looks like he's saving them up for Aspire. And oh, what did we see here? Let me back that up real fast. I have to back it up at least once a game. We did see a nice counterattack from Briar. If you're being cannoned in any type of game, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, whatever, the best move is to just counterattack their base, because it's very unlikely that they're going to have any cannons there. He's got one protecting his forge, but it's kind of out of position for these Zerglings. So doing a bit of economic damage there, down to 15. 17 for Briar though, so this 10 hatchery opening is really paying off. Looks like he's actually just getting a pretty heavy Zergling, so might not be indicative of the poor 10 hatch idea. I'm going to go pick off this pesky little overlord. I'm not sure how I knew it was there. Apparently I'm map hacking. But it's going to go down pretty easily, almost skittering away. But that ghost is just too good of a sniper. And you'll notice my ghost cloaking is almost finished. Once I get that cloak, I'm going to be getting some nukes, and we will be seeing some nukes this game. And the awesome things about nukes is they are pretty cheap, just 100, 100. They're pretty useless without cloak for the most part. Whoa, there's some banelings for you. But once you start your nuke with your ghost, you can immediately start another nuke. So once your nuke lands, you'll actually only have to wait 40 seconds afterwards to have another one ready. Baneling bust going on here, having some trouble getting those banelings in the front line, and this is where I'm frantically trying to snipe these banelings. R-click with my ghosts. Look at that, 1, 2 of them down, but now there's just too many. I don't know if I have enough energy or not. Looks like I did, but I was in range of these cannons, so they saw my ghosts and just melted them away with the banelings. Terrible management on my part from those ghosts, but you can't win them all. Here we are with the SCVs scrambling to kill these SCVs. Stuttering. But Iris does have some mutas out to prevent any further cannoning, and Briar assisting with some lings as well. Meanwhile, the nuke has finished, and we are seeing some pretty quick saturation from Astanar on this expansion, so he's got a heavy eco build going. Quick double orbital command, and we're seeing a fusion core and armory as well. There are some stargates, starports. We're going to see some battlecruisers, people. Blue Protoss not doing much else, just a lot of cannoning happening so far. Red Zerg now taking his second base. All of us still stuck on one base, so if nothing else... Oh, we've got a nuke going. Oh, I have to watch this. Slow motion. Boom. And the Ghost not taking any radiation damage right now, but we should see him starting to mutate anytime. Killing 3 cannons and a pylon, not a bad trade for 100 minerals and 100 gas. Started that missile a little bit late. Could have started it immediately after applying that first nuke here, but it won't be too long. Cannon is a bit weak, not seeing too much. Looks like Briar is preparing for an assault on this expansion. He's got much more lings than this Zerg player cast her. So he's going to take those down, surround the Queen, and eliminate that as well. Meanwhile, we are seeing some muta harassment. Only 3 Marines from Astanar, so they're not responding very well to Iris's Mutalist, which is going to allow him to do quite a bit of harassment. The first 2 gateways that he's finally getting are now being attacked, so kind of frustrating there. And I hope I spot this next nuke. I'm just going to keep that like on the selection so I can see more lings being sent in by Briar, able to finish off that hatchery. Muta's fleeing from Iris. I don't know if he got any harassment in, but he might be able to in a second here. Astanar going crazy with the micro, taking a 3rd expansion. Iris with 2,500 minerals, just because that's a lot of money, and if you have that much, then you can always spend it on something rather than spending it now. We've got Iris picking off a Overlord over there. More banelings being pumped out by Caster. Are we seeing any other kind of tech? No, we've got an evolution chamber. No upgrades on that. We do have a overseer to spot any ghosts, I presume. A little bit of scouting going on here. Oh, nice eye by Iris. Seeing these banelings just barely and changing his route to go pick some of them off. 1, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down. Taking out 4 of those banelings as well as several Zerglings. We are seeing another nuke here. Oh yeah, love myself some nukes. Let's see what's going on down here. Whoa, lots of harassment by Briar, but I don't want to miss this nuke. Killing a lot of drones. Look at the income tab, down to 22. Here comes the nuke, normal speed. Oh, anticlimactic. Only killed 2 cannons. What? But we are seeing some pretty nice harassment here. The nuke was in range of all these cannons, but it only did full damage to 2 of them. So we're seeing my infantry just clean up all of these cannons. Look at all those dead drones. Looks like they might have been transferred elsewhere. Did they go over here? Where'd they go? Oh, no they didn't. There it goes. It updated to 5, so yikes, that's a lot of dead drones. Now moving down to the Terran base. Let's move this back to faster. Picking off a couple of SCVs, but that's not going to bother him too much. He's got this base running, still quite a few on this base. Iris actually scaring these probes away. He has cannons in his base, which are good, but he didn't place them to prevent any muta harass, so neither did the Terran with missile turrets, so Iris is doing quite a bit of harassment here. Vikings now in the mix. Going to be able to outrange these mutas. Normally this amount of mutas could destroy this amount of Vikings. 7 versus 6. It'd probably be pretty close depending on how well you micro the Vikings.